first step. The first step is about your first dream. The first step is about believing in yourself. The first step is about accepting your first compliment with grace. The first step is about attracting positive energies from the cosmos. The first step is about encouraging others with your stories.
To the people. Did you know that 3 billion batteries are thrown away every year nationwide? So I want to change that. So everybody nominated me, all the companies, everybody nominated me for the New Jersey State Recycling Award for 2020. So
Coming to today's video, and today there is a story behind every invention and a strategy behind every invention. So today's story is going to be about a young man of age 11 who is recycling batteries. Don't you think this idea is so creative and new? And after this review, I'm sure everybody is going to think out of the box like him. And before inviting him, I would like to talk about, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys want to be, in my interviews, go check out my Facebook page. Make sure to link down below. You'll find further details of that. Pleasure. I'm going to interview Nihal today to our first video. And hi Nihal, how are you?
I'm good, fine, thank you. How are you, Hasani?
I'm good, and thanks for accepting and being up on my interview today.
Okay, hi guys. My name is Shrinya Tamna. I'm in 6th grade and I'm in Woodrow Middle School in Edison, New Jersey.
Your mind at this point is very unique and creative. As in general, we used to use batteries and then just throw them away.
So it's all about how people recycle used batteries properly. So I've seen people throw away used batteries in the trash, which is actually very, very harmful to the environment because there are toxins inside of a battery which can harm the environment. Also, fires are caused in California because of this. 65% of wildfires are caused in California because of this. So I want to change it. I want to change it by bringing awareness to the people. Did you know that 3 billion batteries are thrown away every year nationwide? So I want to change that. So I want to change it by bringing awareness to all of the people on why it's important to recycle used batteries properly. So I want that 3 billion batteries to be reduced down to zero. Zero batteries are thrown away every year. So that's my goal. And that's why recycling my battery. That's what recycling my battery is all about.
Okay, that's a really good effect. And this idea is really unique and you're very creative. At this age, what inspired you to do this? Is most of the children, take an example of me. I would dream about what I would be having for tomorrow's lunch or something. So, what made you inspired to do this at this young age?
Okay, so my inspiration was my dad. So before I started this company, my dad used to have his own company called Skill Up. I was pretty inspired by him because he was famous. I saw him all around the news, and his company, most importantly, his company was successful. So I wanted to have the same things as him. So one day I went to my dad and I asked him because I asked him that I wanted to start my own company. He said no because I was too young to become an entrepreneur. I kept on asking him, and he finally said that I can become an entrepreneur and start my company. And he said what I want to do. I said that I wanted to start a company based on plastic recycling properly because I've seen people throw away plastic in the Krishna River, in the rivers of India. So what my dad said, since we live in the United States, let's focus on the United States before moving on to India. So that's when I started recycling my battery because I've seen people throw away used batteries away in the trash, which is very, very harmful to the environment. Also, fires are caused in landfills because of this, because these batteries explode when it's burned. So they explode, causing really, really big fires in landfills, which is not a good thing. That's when I started recycling my battery, and my inspiration was my dad.
Many of them know that e-batteries might be helpful for the nature, but I'm sure even recycle that and change, make a difference in the pollution. So you already said you're 11. And where do you study?
Me, I
About
study
your
in
schools and
yeah.
about
My schools are
education
good
and
and they're teaching us a lot of stuff. And I study here in Edison, New Jersey at Woodrow Wilson Middle School. So I'm entering 6th grade.
And when did you start recycling these batteries?
I started recycling these batteries last year in 2019. So before I even started recycling these batteries properly, I did a small market study on 20 people to see if they were recycling their used batteries properly. Everybody said that they were throwing them in the trash and they did not know about this. But 2 people said that they knew about this recycling process, but they did not know that they were not in the opportunity to drop them off at Staples and Home Depot, because those are the American shops where you can drop off your used batteries. So they were throwing them in the trash. That's when I started recycling my battery, educating kids and adults on why it's important to recycle used batteries properly to make Earth a better place to live.
So I just said this age you have a mindset, you have a good mindset. You're about to think about the nature. And what are your future goals and your aims?
Okay, yeah, I'll talk about them right now. So my future goals is to bring recycling battery all around the world. So everybody around the world needs to know about proper battery disposal, and they need to know about, importantly, they need to know about my company, Recycle My Battery. And also, 15 billion batteries are thrown away every year worldwide. So I want to bring down the 15 billion batteries down to 0. So 0 batteries are thrown away every year. So everybody will be recycling the used batteries properly to make Earth a better place to live. This will reduce the fires caused by batteries when they explode, and this will also reduce the pollution, which is harming the environment right now. So that's my future goals.
You're already successful, and I'm sure many people will get to know about this as in we move on. And all the best for that. And other than this cycling batteries, what are your hobbies?
Oh, okay, sure. I'll talk about my hobbies. My hobbies, I like to play video games. I like to read books, importantly, and I like to draw. I also like to draw, and I also like to work on recycling my battery in my free time.
Okay, you did a good about recycling batteries. That's something good, and you not only focus on this, but also on your other extracurricular activities. And this can definitely be followed. I used to mention this in all my interviews. Is a new concept, or has this been done in the past? Has people recycle batteries in the past? Are they know something?
People did not recycle used batteries properly in the past. They didn't even know about this proper recycling process. So when I started my company last year in 2019, then I started educating kids and adults on why it's important to recycle used batteries properly. So people started learning to save disposal of batteries, and right now many people are recycling their used batteries properly instead of disposing them in the trash after use.
I'm really great and grateful to interview you. Many children, they definitely take you an inspiration as well as me. And thank you for accepting our invitation. What kind of recognitions or awards have you received this project?
Okay, awards. Okay, so I'll talk about them right now. So I was nominated for the New Jersey State Recycling Award for 2020. So everybody nominated me, all the companies, everybody nominated me for the New Jersey State Recycling Award for 2020.
I'm sure, more people get to know about this. What is the one thing you want to do for society? You're already helping, you recycle batteries and helping the nation with this. And what you want to do for us society?
Okay, so I want to educate kids and adults on why it's important to recycle used batteries properly. Also, I want to educate more kids about why it's important to recycle used batteries properly. The kids can start helping us out in recycling used batteries properly to make Earth a better place to live.
So a lot of inventors face a lot of failure and they invent the thing what they want. So can you share a memory of you when you failed?
Faced many failures before. I'll take one and talk about it right now. We used to collect used batteries and deliver them to Staples and Home Depot. But over time, people started giving us hundreds and hundreds of used batteries. So when we drove down to Staples, we asked Staples. So when we drove down to Staples, Staples actually rejected us by saying that they only accept 3 to 5 batteries per day. So Staples was no help. So we drove down all the way to Home Depot, and Home Depot said the same thing. So we had no company to give our used batteries to. Or somebody needed to take our used batteries and recycle them further. So finally, after months of research, we finally found an organization called Call to Recycle. Car to Recycle is the biggest battery recycling non-profit organization in the United States and Canada. So thanks to Car to Recycle, we couldn't have done it with you. So Car to Recycle, they're now supporting us, and they're taking their battery bins for free, and they're giving their battery bins for free.
A mantra which was held throughout this.
Okay, I'll tell you one mantra. This is my slogan. If I can make Earth a better place to live, you can. If you can make Earth a better place to live, we all can.
I mean, that's good. And can you tell us one incident where this mantra helped you? A memory or an incident?
I use this mantra everywhere. So like when people want to talk to me, like senators, principals, vice principals, presidents or something, if they ask me about recycling my battery, so I make a presentation and then I say the mantra at the end, so to everybody, so they can. I say it mostly to kids because the kids then like join recycling my battery. That's how they join. I said this mantra to all the 45 kids, and that's how they join.
I mean, that's really good, and you are a very good entrepreneur, and you have a very big child inspiration for many children. Put them to your side and go for more recycled batteries. And all the best for your career and your future. And thank you for being on the show. So that's going to be the end of the video, I guess. And what is the first step you are going to take? And don't forget to mention down below in my Facebook page if any of these stories inspire you to take your first step. Please don't forget to like and subscribe this channel. This is the first step, Hasini Lakshmi Narayan. Do go for my Facebook page. And this is Hasini signing off. And I'll see you next week with other inspirings. Until then, bye.